You are watching an Al Bear review. Cue the music.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with the Power Recap. If you're new, be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and say this before I get started. If there's anyone out there is watching this show and claim to know what the hell is going on or how in the hell the show is gonna end, they lying. They lying, man. This week's episode was good, man. I don't even know where I want to get into it, man, but let's start here. So, I don't know what's going on between Tariq and Tasha to where they just Bonnie and Clyde. I'm gonna say this. For me, it almost feels like Tariq and Tasha relationship is kind of nasty. It just feels like it's going in a direction that I know it's crazy for me to say, but it's just nasty. Like some nasty stuff. It's just getting too weird. So on this episode, Tariq had a parent-teacher conference at his school. So Ghost pulls up at Tasha's daycare, and he sees an exchange going on where she receiving money, and he pretty much put two and two together and know that she's still doing her thing. So he asked her, he was like, okay, you ready, whatever, let's go to Tariq's parent-teacher meeting. And she was just like, if that goes, you know what I'm saying? I got my own things to attend to. You go by yourself. And he was like, are you serious? And she was just like, yeah, like, now you feel how I feel all them years. First off, you was the one pushing him all them years to become the biggest drug dealer in New York City. So because of all of that, you know what's going on with the lifestyle. And for me, I guess what kills me about Tasha and Tariq, especially this episode, is Ghost not perfect. None of them are. But just how quickly they forget how much he has given, sacrificed for the sake of the family. Take Angela out of it. I know we hate Angela. Well, not me. I know y'all hate Angela. I get it. But let's just you was pushing him to become what he was. And now all of a sudden that your oldest son is trying to fill his shoes to become what you wanted him to be, you're not interested in the fact that you were the one who was pushing him. So therefore, you were the reason he was missing out. So nevertheless, Ghost goes to the parent-teacher meeting pissed off, leaves out the daycare and tries to slam the door, but the aerodynamics in the door just won't let it, slam. But anywho, he get there and the teacher who is selling drugs for Tariq and Tasha is raving on and on about Tariq, how he's so advanced, how he's so far ahead of his other classmates, etc., etc. And I'm just sitting there saying to myself, is Ghost picking up that this man seems to be a little high? Like, is he picking it up? And it also made me feel like he's high, which also means he's probably using the product that Tariq put in his trunk for him to sell. So that leads me to believe that further in the future, in the expeditiously future, Tariq is going to have to become a killer once again. Because we can't have that. But nevertheless, let me get back to the parent-teacher conference. So he raving on and on about Tariq, and then he brings up the fact that Tariq, has an after-school job, and Ghost is just like, you say after-school job? So he shows him the pay stubs from Tasha daycare, etc., and Ghost immediately put it together. Immediately. Now, once again, I'm sitting there watching the show thinking, Ghost, please catch on to the fact that this man is high. But anyways, so Ghost goes and breaks into Tasha's house. And he's waiting for her. And I ain't gonna even lie, you know what I'm saying? I was happy. I know this gonna sound bad, y'all. But I was happy that Ghost basically roughed Tasha up. He basically, cornered her in on the refrigerator. She talking all that talk. And he like, man, you better watch your mouth. You already lost one child. Don't be the reason you lose the second. And like, let's be clear. Is it Ghost's fault that Raina is dead? Not at all. Is it Tasha's fault Raina is not here anymore? Not at all. Well, whose fault is it? Oh, it's Tariq, the guy that you're grooming to become the next drug dealer of New York City. But to me, and I know this is gonna sound, I was happy that Tasha, because if you want to be in the game don't care about your gender. You feel what I'm saying? It don't care that you're male or female. I was so happy that Tasha was able to experience what everybody else experienced, being that side of Ghost. She's always known him as Ghost, as her husband, her children's father, but never known him as Ghost, the drug dealer, the thug, the goon, or whatever it is you want to. And I was so happy that she was able to experience, and it shook her for a moment, but it shook her to the point where she felt like she could take this Negro. But Ghost leaves, and Ghost tells him, like, don't be the reason you lose another child. So, fast forward, later in the show, Tariq shows, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, later in the show, Blanca, she reaches out to Sax, basically trying to get his help because she knows that basically all Tommy, St. Patrick's, all of them ain't no good. They need to be behind bars, and she understands that there's no line that he wouldn't cross just to bring him down. Now she kind of understands why he did what he did and moved what he did. So she went to go see him because earlier she went to go see Tommy about Lakeisha's death, and she realized it wasn't Tommy who did it because she said the look in his eye was so heartbroken. He was heartbroken, excuse me. And so Sax told her, well, you got to find a way to link Tasha to Lakeisha. And so they teamed up. They show up at Tasha's house, and she ready to talk all that big boy talk. So Sax say, spare us the BS when you run us around in a circle and like, did Ghost kill Latasha? And basically they told her to either you pick between your husband or we gonna reopen the Ray Ray trial and look further into Tariq. And so she turned around and thought about the thing. She said Ghost did not kill Lakeisha, but she do have her suspicions that he killed what's her boyfriend name? Oh man, I cannot think of that guy. Proctor. No, not Proctor. Terry Silver. So she gives them discrete details. I'm talking about down to the T of where and how to find him. They go and find him, and then Sax take the cell phone. And I got a theory for the cell phone. I'll get to that in the end. And so, so that led. I'm getting caught up in my words because it was such a great episode. So Tariq was there the whole time. Sax and Blanca was there. And basically, Tariq knew his mom was lying, so when they left, he asked, did she know about Lakeisha? And she would start crying, Tariq, we can't keep secrets from each other. That's what Ghost did. That's why his family is what it is. And so she tells him that she killed Lakeisha because she was going to talk, and he going this whole, I'm a whole man thing. I'm smelling myself. I'm supposed to be the one protecting you. And I'm just like, boy, I don't know who he think he is or what he think he done to the point where but whatever. So that led Tariq to go to Truth, see Ghost, and basically just be so disrespectful and tell him that he may be his biological father, but he was never his father. He never done a damn thing for him, etc., etc. The list goes on. And what pissed me off is because I keep begging in my head, Ghost, show Tariq the side of Ghost you showed Tasha. But I just feel like it's gonna come down to the point where somebody is gonna have to kill somebody within that family. And I kind of got my suspicions on who it's gonna be. So anyway, that's enough for Tariq. I'm tired of Tariq. So this episode also, Tommy's heartbroken, but him and Ghost got a plan to take out Jason. And so Ghost asked Tommy that he put the gun in the elevator, and Tommy says, there. And so Blanca pulls up on Drake, basically trying to get more information about Tommy Egan, because at first she didn't believe Tommy didn't necessarily kill Lakeisha, but whatever. So basically, he snitched. Basically told her that he don't know what Tommy warehouse is. When they took him there, he was tied up in a trunk. But if she traced the last location on the monitor that he had, she'll be able to find it. So the FBI raids Tommy warehouse. Spanky and the other guys looking at Tommy from a distance, feeling like they set him up. Now Tommy looking from a distance, feeling like Ghost set him up. So therefore, he go and remove the gun from the elevator, and Ghost is talking. Ghost plans to talk Jason into investing into the Queen's Child Project, so they both can have some legit money. He brings Jason to the building, and this thing you know, he go to reach for the gun, and it's not there. And Tommy texts Jason, telling Ghost gonna kill him, and then it's a tussle, and Ghost ends up killing. Now Ghost had a genius plan. Ghost texts Andre from, and this was the plan all along. He texts Andre from Jason's phone, telling him to meet them there. He also texted Jason's right-hand man, said Dre set him up. And he also paid the security officer at the building, call the police soon as that nigga go get here. Make sure you got him on camera, and make sure I'm not on camera and I was never here. I thought it was a genius plan. Because Ghost has to go down. I mean, not Ghost. Dre has to go down, and I'm tired of seeing him live. So Dre gets there, realized he was set up. He was spotted by one of the officers, a security officer. Now, what pissed me off about Dre getting away is the fact that ain't nobody doing their damn job. Police wasn't there, security just let him out the building all willy-nilly. It was just too much. So he runs to Sachs. Sachs gives him a cell phone, basically tell him to plant this at St. Patrick's Hotel that he's staying in, and we're gonna frame him for the murder that we feel like he did. So Dre does. Now here's my theory on the phone. I don't think Ghost is going to jail. Again, I don't. I believe Sachs took that phone and going to you, and of course Dre don't know that Sachs got fired, but whatever. So he took that phone, had Dre to plant it, and they're gonna find it, but he's gonna blame it on Blanca. That way he can get some payback to what she did to him. I don't think he wants to take down Ghost that way. He wants Ghost for Valdez murder. I don't know. He know Tommy did it at this point, excuse me. But I just feel like he took that phone to set up Blanca and not so much Ghost. But I'm hoping and praying that A, Dre in the wrong room, or B, Ghost finds it and realizes that he got to get rid of it. But that was that. Moving on. Also this episode, Benny visits Ghost about him lying about who killed his cousin Proctor. So Ghost ends up coming clean and telling that he believed it was Tommy, but he have no real proof. He kind of kept Tariq out of it as much as possible because Benny was just like, what about your son? He was, he brought my niece to me safely. And he was just like, yeah, he was able to get out of there, etc., etc. But Benny was just like, at the meetup, Tommy gave him a vibe, but he let it go. So anyways, what pissed me off was how easy and quickly and pathetic they wrote for Benny and Tommy to scuffle and get killed. Benny shows up at Tommy's house, tells Tommy that he knows that he killed Proctor. Benny brought a knife instead of a gun. Then they start touching, and somehow or another, Tommy, young and strong, he able to get the knife and stick it in Benny's chest and kill him and stab him. What pissed me off was A, I was too easy, and B, Benny came along, and 3, Benny didn't have a gun. It just pissed me off, and he's supposed to be a monster. I really did not like that at all. So anywho, also this episode, Tate is becoming purposelessness. Like, he ain't got no purpose for the show. Just look at it like that. He getting on my everlasting nerves. He basically threatening to out James or Ghost for who he really is if he don't leave his campaign, etc., etc. But little do he know that Ghost has been chosen to be some lady's lieutenant governor. So his world is about to fall upside down. But basically, the direction the show is going in right now is basically Ghost versus everybody. Like, he didn't get a shirt to say Ghost versus everybody. But I do believe that these political friends that Ghost is making, or should I say James is making, is going to benefit him tremendously. Because at the end of the day, he's been framed once, which is why he went to jail early, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really remember too much about it back then. But I believe somewhere deep down that he's going to benefit from having all these friends. So, that's Tate scene. I'm trying to think if it was something else. So we covered now Tommy want to kill Ghost, everybody against Ghost. Tasha trying to get Ghost to go to prison. Tariq telling Ghost that if he don't leave him or his mother alone, he gonna murder him himself. Tariq teacher just giving off he hides a kite vibes. I mean, the list goes on and on. I believe that was pretty much it this episode. And but like I said, if somebody watching this show and they claim they know what's going on or what's happening, they lying. I don't see. Only thing I can see happening clearly now is Tommy is spinning out of control and that he's gonna die sooner rather than later. That's it. But I mean, Blanca is working the streets like she's supposed to. I mean, it's a lot going on in the show right now. Tommy took cash to his daddy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the show's going. I can't really predict what's going to happen or nothing like that. But we'll see, man. But I believe I hit it all. If I missed anything, y'all let me know in the comment section. We can talk about it down in the comment section. Cause I didn't take any notes, but cause it was like I said, we stayed up late and watched. It was like maybe 12 or 1 o'clock, and it was a good episode, I will say. But I believe that was it, though, man. Like I said, if I missed anything, y'all let me know down in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm out of here. Happy Sunday. I'll let y'all later. Peace.